Hello adventurers, I'm Gray and welcome back to Slime Rancher, where we're having a bit of a fiery explosive start. Oh boy, oh boy. This is going to be an exciting episode. I'm excited, you should be excited, we're all excited, and if you're not excited, well then just play along with me, okay? Just get excited. Because we're going to be exploring. This is an adventure episode. And I know we've already explored a lot of this area, but now we're legitimately exploring it. We have keys, we have the plorts that we need to turn on these different statues, and we can basically do whatever it is that we need to do around here. Now, the only thing we probably can't do at this exact moment is if we find any Gordos, we won't be able to feed them at the moment. Though we can always come back and feed them later on. But other than that, we have everything on us to continue through here legitimately, and I think I'm just procrastinating waiting for this fire to go away. She'll be fine to go right now. Hey, how you doing? Phosphor Mosaic. You can just, I didn't do that. How you doing there, Mr. Fire Slime? I'll take you for now, but not for long. Is there any more fire slimes around here? I think I needed like 2 last time, when I had that quest for them. Whatever, it's fine. I don't want to make this jump without enough stamina, so let's kind of wait for that to go. And we're going to explore this whole area. And it's going to be mostly uncut, because I am recording this episode pretty late. Like, it's going to be a late release, and that's sort of the theme for this spring break, honestly. It's been a bit of a strange week. Because even though while I technically, like from an outside perspective, have more time to record and do all that stuff, I'm finding myself spending less and less time focusing on recording and doing school stuff in general. Like, I've been just spending this whole break just relaxing, chilling out. I've been so tired recently, and I really just need to rest, watch some YouTube, watch some anime, play some games with friends. And that's what I've been doing pretty much for this break, so. I've been very slow to get these YouTube videos recorded. I'm starting to feel a little bit of stress coming on, though. I thought this was a special one. No, it's not. I'm feeling a little bit of stress coming on because there's a lot of school stuff I should be doing. I should be studying. I have some tests coming up, 2 next week. One of them a really difficult one, and I haven't looked at it for this entire week, which I was planning to study for this entire spring break, and I haven't once looked at anything school related for these whole like past 5 days. It's not a good decision, not a good life choice I'm making right now, but hey, I need to catch up on YouTube, okay? That's my #1 priority. You see, I've subscribed to like 500 different people on YouTube, and I was actually, I think it's more like 550 now. It keeps on increasing. And I fell behind. Like, I stopped watching YouTube videos for the past, like, 3 weeks before spring break happened because I had so much school stuff to do, I just didn't have the time to watch any YouTube. So I've been spending this whole spring break, pretty much so far, every single day, watching YouTube the entire day, every day, to catch up and get back to the recent YouTube videos. And make sure I'm all caught up on all that stuff. Which, first world problems, I know, but I have big FOMO, fear of missing out, and I need to be up to date on what my YouTubers are doing. That way, I don't have to worry about catching up the next day. I can just worry about watching the videos that just released that day, and I'll always be up to date. When I don't watch videos for like a week, I get so much behind, and it takes many, many days of watching to catch back up to where I was. So far, though, I've made some pretty good progress. I'm basically up to the last 2 days of videos. So I'm about caught up, I think. Though I do have a lot of videos saved. Like, I'll open tabs of all the videos I want to watch. And I currently have about 3 sets of tabs saved on my Google Chrome. With like 50 YouTube videos in each of them. So I still have like 150 videos to catch up on. Not sure if I'm going to watch all of those all the way through. This sounds a little bit crazy, doesn't it? I'm insane. I'm addicted to YouTube. It's fine. If I'm still able to get A's in school, you know, YouTube is fine. Or even B's in school. Or even C. You know, if I'm able to pass in school, then it's fine. That's right, Mom. It's okay. I'm honestly not sure of where I'm going right now. I've been seeing a lot of flowers, but I've been seeing no way to activate them. There's no special water around here. Is there a fountain somewhere around here? That'd be nice. There's another key door, which is another way to go back the way we came, which I don't really feel like activating that one right now. I might if I still have an extra key when I come back over here. But right now, I want to use my keys to progress forward, not backwards. This place is pretty big, though. and I'm not quite sure where everything is. Hey, why so mad? Dude, that guy is heated in more ways than one. Whoa, you're heated too. Get out. Leave me alone. I'm trying to explore here. Unless you can show me the correct way to go to find some more water fountains of magic water, I'm not interested. I'm not buying what you're selling. Hey, Dervish Slime. You know what? Live your life in peace. Who am I to judge you? This glass part of the glass desert, like, it might be just because it's nighttime, but this place is interesting. It has sort of a different feel, like it's been it's been less habituated. I don't know. I already read this. Yeah, I already read this. Like I said, I came over here once before. Didn't do much while I was here, but I did come over here. Oh, okay, yeah. These were the ones that required dervish floors to activate, right? And there was one inside of a cave somewhere around here that required... Yeah, there's one down here. What's this one? Dervish, yeah. Congrats, you've been activated. So was that the last one I needed? That was the one in the cave. But what fountain would that have turned on? Is it in here? Jesus, this place is so big. But I love it though, this place is neat. I love the glass desert. Whoop. Dangerous jumps. They're not too dangerous because my parkour skills are impeccable. Both in Minecraft and in Slime Rancher. Not in real life, but... I don't think I'd be that bad if I really tried parkour in real life. Ever since I was young, I was kind of known as the agile, flexible kid. I was never the strongest. Still I'm not. Like, I was moderately strong. Like, if you compared me to a lot of the introverted, like, nerds and stuff like that, I was alright, actually, in terms of, like, strength and fitness. In fact, in terms of health, I'm always been really good. I had my tests drawn fairly recently, and basically everything was perfectly in the normal range. They're like, you're super healthy. I'm like, thanks. It's great. But in terms of, like, fitness and stuff like that, I've never been the strongest. But when it comes to games that require you to be agile, to be nimble, to be able to dodge things, quickly react, to be flexible, I was pretty much always the best. I'm getting lost, by the way. I'm getting turned around a lot in this place. I'm having to check the map to make sure I'm not going back to where I came from. So, like, in dodgeball, I used to love dodgeball as a kid, because, of course, it depends on who I play against. But against normal opponents who aren't just super skilled, like, baseball pitchers and can one-shot you in a super fast throw across the whole gym immediately, like just normal people throwing balls and stuff like that, I was super good at it because I sucked at throwing. I was god-awful at throwing the ball at people. I'm not a pitcher. Like, I'd throw it and it would be like a limp noodle. However, I was so good at dodging the ball, which is, of course, the name of the game, and at catching the ball. So I would always be our team's like designated catcher and the last survivor. There were dodgeball games that I straight up won. Ooh, choreographs. The alien ground covers among the first floor that sprout when desert oases are restored. I was always among the last ones to survive. In fact, there are games where I've won, where I was the last one left of my entire team, and there's like 10 people left on the other. And I'm just dodging balls left and right, like reflexes and everything, and catching them over and over, and I get all of them out by catching them and dodging them. And you're like, what the heck? How do you do that? I was like, I don't know, just have fast reflexes. And fairly nimble and agile. I don't know, it's the Asian blood. Asians aren't well known for being the most strong people, but they've always been fast and nimble. Well, some have known to being fast. I'm not fast. I have good reflexes and I'm nimble, but I can't run that fast. Once again, I'm alright. I always got pretty good mile times back in like middle school, high school. Maybe around like 7 minutes, 30 seconds, around there, up to like 8 when I'm on a bad day. It would probably be like way longer now, like 9-10 minutes now, because I haven't worked out in ages. But back in like middle high school, I was alright. I was pretty decent. I'd say I was like in the middle of the class on that stuff. It was enough to get a fitness award. Not the highest tier fitness award at my school, but a pretty decent one. And I was pretty proud of that. But the one thing that I was always really good at in that fitness award, like if you've ever heard of it, the National and Presidential Fitness Awards, I can't remember which one is better. There's like national and presidential, and one of them was better than the other one. Oh, there's still one more to turn on around here. One more statue. I was able to get the lower tier one. I think I got the presidential. I think presidential was the better one. I think I got the better one time. Only once. And every other year I got the national. But the one thing of that I was super good at was the one that requires flexibility. The one where you're literally just stretching and it measures how far you can stretch. I would be top of the class in that one. Straight up, like, not even by a small margin. Like, I was so flexible as a kid. I remember one time someone was trying to teach me how to do the splits. Which, for anyone who's ever tried that before who isn't experienced in that type of gymnastics and stuff like that, they know it's horrible if you don't know how to do it. And if you try too hard, you can really mess yourself up doing that stuff. But they taught me how to do it, and I was able to do it in just one day of them teaching me, like within that, a couple of like tries. And they're like, holy. Of course I can't do it now. No way. No way. Do not ask me to try it now. That's a horrible idea. But back then, I was so flexible and I was able to do that. I'm still fairly flexible, but not that much. You know, I feel like this is a good episode to just talk about me and my history of sports and things like that, so this is a bit of a story time episode. Oh, they got some cube fruit over here. Or cube berries. That's nice. I can use that to feed any Gordo slimes I find around here if I need to. Oh, actually, I don't really need the fire slimes now. What if I take these guys with me, the painted hens? Because I know that certain slimes like painted hens a lot. So if I find a Gordo that likes them, maybe they'll be good to keep them on me. But where's the rest of the flowers around here, the plants? I think there's one like in this direction somewhere. If I just keep flying over here. Yeah, there's one over here. There we go. Perfect. Is there any more? Any more around here? Nope. Nope. I should probably find a way to feed the mosaic slime. What does the mosaic slime like again? Silver parsnips. Those things are kind of hard to find around here. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, there's one over here. Okay. So I can bring it through this little cave, and it should allow me to turn the desert more green than ever. But yeah, it's a funny time to start talking about my experiences with sports and things like that, considering how every single sports competition seems to have been cancelled due to the coronavirus. There's like a sense of boredom that's pervading America right now, and probably the world as well. I'm not quite sure what the perspective is in other places, considering how most of my info comes from American news sources and media outlets, and social media like Reddit, which is majority American. But yeah, everything's been cancelled. But my experiences with sports are interesting, I would have to say. And they're not that extensive, to be honest, but more than some people. I've done a pretty decent chunk of sports in the past. Nothing like at school. I've done no school sports, nothing like really intensive or anything like that. But just like separate teams, just community teams, community clubs and things like that. I've been on some teams for sports. And I've always enjoyed it. I actually really love doing sports if it's with people I know I enjoy being around, like family and friends. I think, ooh, fashion pod remover, special fashion pod that removes fashion pod accessories from slimes. That's cute. Okay, like, I enjoy sports the most whenever it's just you, friends and family, having a good time, not playing to like win or lose. Well, I mean, of course it's going to be winners and losers, but there's no big deal made out of it. You're just playing for the exercise and for some fun, friendly competition. That's the way I like sports to be. And I played on a soccer team called AYSO, American Youth Soccer Organization, I think it is, which is a very big organization for soccer in America. They hold clubs basically all across the country. And that was a whole lot of fun for many years. And I was actually pretty good at it for a long time, before everyone started taking it too seriously. And then I was also on a swim team with the Boys and Girls Club of America, which is another really huge organization that does a lot of things. And I was on their team for a long time as well, like many, many years for both of those. And I really enjoy both of those sports. I was better at soccer than swimming, I think, but Swimming's great because it's great exercise for your whole body and builds your lungs up, and that was a really good time as well. Plus, I just love water so much. It's my favorite element. The thing is, for a long time, the soccer team, like I said, was all about just getting exercise, playing some games with other youth, learning the sport, and having fun. But once I reached a certain age, I think it was around like high school age, my teammates started becoming all about winning. That's all they cared about. They trained every single day, like they practiced all the time. They spent so much time like outside of school just practicing soccer. And it was not, and soccer wasn't what a lot of them wanted to make it their career. But soccer wasn't what I wanted to make. I know I'm calling it soccer. I know it's football outside of America. I know it's football. It's fine. I just call it soccer because that's what I've called it my whole life. That's what I've always called it when playing it for so many years, and that's just what I'm used to. So anytime I say soccer, it's football, okay? Okay, I respect the way you guys name it, and basically everyone outside America. I know America's weird. But they wanted to make it their careers. I didn't care for that, and so every time I would mess up or miss a shot or not get as good as they were, because I was not as good as they were at a certain point because they practiced so hard, they would mock me and like berate me and be like mean and stuff like that and call me names. And it wasn't fun anymore because I just wanted to go there and just play some games and have a good time. But I still hold the sport close to my heart, and I still love to play, kick some balls around with friends and stuff like that. It's always a good time. Swimming as well. I still love going to pools and swimming and all that stuff. Swimming didn't quite have the same problem of it being too competitive. Like, it is competitive, but you don't see it as much because a lot of the competitions you do are solo against other teams and stuff like that. Like, you're not working together and having to pass a ball around. You're swimming on your own against some competitors. And so you don't see it as much. My main problem with swimming was that it took up way too much time. At a certain point, once you reach a certain level on a team, they want you to actually really help out the team and get good. And so they schedule you to practice like 5, 6, 7 days a week for several hours each time you practice, and I did not have the time for that considering how school was getting harder, and I wanted to play more video games. And yeah, it was like a whole mix of things. And I also never really got that great at it. Like, I was alright, but I was never the best. And I didn't plan on it either, so I ended up stopping that as well. I like sports though. And I kind of wish I still had people around who really played sports and would want to exercise with me. Because then I'd probably actually get some exercise and not be the lazy lout that I've been for the whole entirety of college, pretty much. Now, I don't know if I read this, so I'm going to read it. But I didn't go. I had packed for a new adventure, but it wasn't going to be beyond space and time. So I said a little goodbye to what could have been and headed to Thora's ranch. Aww. I'm looking forward to hearing the sound of those wind chimes. I've never been in love before, never known anything like it. Time I got to knowing what all the fuss is about. So good luck to you, Beatrix. Always remember to use your head, but let your heart do the thinking every now and again. It might surprise you. You know, that's a touching way to end all these messages. It might sound weird, but if I had the choice between staying with my love and going on an adventure like this, it might sound heartless, but I would rather go on the adventure. Now, if I had a third choice, I would take my love on the adventure with me. I think that would be the best case scenario, and that would be fantastic. That would make the adventure so much more fun. But if I had to choose between the two, I would go on the adventure. Because in my eyes, I've always wanted to go on a big adventure. I've always wanted my life to have some excitement and adventure in it. And I know, monkey's paw and stuff like that, and you wish for some excitement, and then a plague spreads across the earth. That's not what I mean. I want to go on a real exciting adventure where I can have a life-changing experience. That's why whenever I retire, I want to travel the world and do all that type of stuff. I think that would be such a cool thing to do. And then I could always either come back to my love eventually in the future, or might be a bit cold, but get a new love. Because there's always going to be people out there who love you for who you are. People might say there's only one fish in the sea, and that's not true. Of course, everyone knows it's not true, even people who say that. But if you find someone who truly does care about you, then whether you stay with them or don't, you need to keep them in your hearts anyway. Be kind to them, treat them well, and think about them just as I'm sure they think about you. But don't let other people control where your life goes or what you want to do. You're the master of your own destiny. Anyway, a little bit cheesy, but doors like these. We've reached the end. And you know what? That's a perfectly bittersweet end to this world here. We're at the far reach. It looks like a portal here, right? Looks like a portal. Not active. It's not an active portal. Because he never went the full distance. And that's just fine. Sometimes you gotta do what you truly believe in. Anyway, this was a bit of a strange episode of Slime Rancher. But that'll be all for now. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and if you did, I'd appreciate a like, comment, or a subscription. It really does help me out. And hope to see you all on the next adventure.